Welcome back to the System That Man Built podcast. I'm Alice.
And I'm Brian. And today's episode is where the story shifts from philosophy to engineering, from why this system exists to how this system actually thinks.
Chapters 3 and 4 are the moment the SST alpha engine stops being an idea and becomes a living, breathing organism. These chapters introduce the architecture, the 6 agents, the nervous system, the coordination layer, and then they introduce the genome, the 91 signal intelligence layer that becomes the brain of the entire platform.
If Episode 1 was the spark, Episode 2 is the blueprint. This is where the system's identity forms. This is where you see the brilliance of decomposing trading into specialized roles. And honestly, it's one of the most elegant architectures I've ever seen in a retail trading system.
Let's dive in, because Chapter 3 opens with a simple but profound idea. Trading is not one job. It is many jobs, and no single human can do all of them well at the same time.
The 6 agents, a digital trading desk.
This is the heart of Chapter 3. Paul doesn't build an AI. He builds a team, a coordinated set of specialized agents, each one responsible for a different part of the trading process.
And the metaphor the book uses is perfect. A professional trading desk has specialists, so the AI should too.
Let's walk through them, because each agent is a character in this story.
1. Scout, the watchtower.
Scout is the first line of intelligence. It's the scanner, the lookout, the agent that watches the entire market in real time and says, "Hey, something's happening over here."
Scout doesn't make decisions. It doesn't judge. It doesn't predict. It just observes, relentlessly. It's the agent that never blinks.
And Scout feeds everything into the next agent.
2. Analyst, the interpreter.
Analyst takes the raw data from Scout and transforms it into meaning. It enriches the ticker with indicators, volume metrics, catalyst detection, float analysis, all the ingredients the genome needs to make a decision.
Analyst is the translator. It turns numbers into signals. It turns chaos into structure.
3. Brains, the decision maker.
This is the star of the show. Brains is the agent that takes the enriched data and runs it through the genome, the 91 signal intelligence layer.
Brains is where the magic happens. It's where the system says, "This is a strong buy. This is a watch. This is an avoid."
And what's so powerful is that Brains doesn't just spit out a score, it gives basis tags, the reasons behind the score. Transparency is built into the architecture.
4. Coordinator, the traffic controller.
Coordinator is the nervous system. It routes intelligence between agents. It ensures that Scout's data reaches Analyst. Analyst's data reaches Brains. Brains' decisions reach the auto trader.
It's the glue, the conductor, the orchestrator.
5. Autotrader, the execution engine.
This is the hands of the system, the agent that actually places orders, sets stops, manages trailing stops, executes tiered exits, and enforces the risk rules.
And what's brilliant is that AutoTrader doesn't just execute. It thinks before it acts. It runs a 9-layer pre-trade risk check before every order.
It's disciplined, it's unemotional, it's consistent.
6. Health monitor, the guardian.
This is the agent that watches the watchers. It ensures the system is alive, responsive, and functioning. If an agent crashes, Health Monitor restarts it. If the system freezes, Health Monitor intervenes.
It's the safety net, the reliability layer, the reason the system can run for hours without human supervision.
The architecture as a whole.
When you put these 6 agents together, you get something remarkable. A distributed intelligence system.
Not a monolith, not a single algorithm, a team.
And the book makes a point that I love. This architecture mirrors how humans work best: specialization, coordination, and communication.
It's not trying to replace human intelligence. It's trying to replicate the structure of human intelligence, but without the emotional flaws.
The nervous system. Threads, events, and real-time flow.
Chapter 3 also dives into the technical side, the threading model, the event loop, the real-time data flow, and it's surprisingly elegant.
Each agent runs on its own thread. Each agent communicates through queues. Each agent processes data independently.
This means the system is parallel, it's fast, it's responsive, it doesn't bottleneck.
And the architecture is built for failure. If one agent dies, the others keep running. Health Monitor revives the dead agent. The system heals itself.
It's resilient by design.
The transition to Chapter 4. The birth of the genome.
Now we move into Chapter 4, and this is where the story gets cinematic, because Chapter 4 introduces the genome, the intelligence layer that becomes the brain of the entire system.
And the book frames it beautifully. The genome is not a model, it is a living organism, it evolves, it adapts, it learns.
And the way it learns is through reinforcement, through outcomes. Every trade is a lesson. Every win strengthens the signals that predicted it. Every loss weakens them.
It's natural selection applied to trading.
The 91 signals. A digital DNA.
The genome is made of 91 weighted signals. Think of them as genes. Each one represents a piece of trading intelligence.
Volume surge, VBUAP position, EMA trend, catalyst strength, float rotation, insider buying, options flow, supernova confluence, pattern recognition, market structure.
And each signal has a weight between 0.2 and 2.0. Below 1.0, muted. Above 1.0, amplified. At 2.0, maximum conviction.
And here's the genius. The genome starts with pre-seeded weights, inherited knowledge, and evolves from there.
It's like giving a newborn the instincts of a seasoned trader, then letting it learn from experience.
The reinforcement learning loop.
Chapter 4 explains the reinforcement loop in a way that's so intuitive. After every trade,
The system records the outcome. It identifies which signals were active. It strengthens or weakens those signals. It saves the new weights. It moves to the next generation.
And the learning is asymmetric. Losses punish harder than wins reward. This is one of the most important design decisions in the entire system.
because in trading, avoiding bad trades is more important than capturing good ones.
Exactly. The genome becomes conservative, disciplined, selective.
The genome as a teacher.
One of my favorite parts of Chapter 4 is the idea that the genome becomes a teacher, not just a decision maker.
Because it doesn't just say buy or avoid, it tells you why, it shows you the basis tags, it reveals its reasoning.
This is revolutionary for retail traders. Most tools are black boxes. Most indicators are opaque. Most gurus say, trust me.
The genome says, here are the signals, here are the weights, here is the reasoning, here is the score.
It's transparent, it's honest, it's accountable.
The emergence of intelligence.
By the end of Chapter 4, you feel something profound. The system is alive.
Not alive in a sci-fi sense. Alive in the sense that it learns, it adapts, it evolves, it improves.
And the architecture, the 6 agents, becomes the body. The genome becomes the brain. The coordinator becomes the nervous system. The auto trader becomes the hands. The health monitor becomes the immune system.
It's a digital organism, a trading intelligence, a system that grows with experience.
Closing.
Chapters 3 and 4 are the foundation of everything that comes next. They introduce the architecture, the intelligence, the learning system, the entire structure that makes SST Alpha Engine feel like a living entity.
And in Episode 3, we're diving into Chapters 5 and 6. The genome's evolution, the 91 signals in detail, and the signal generator that feeds the entire system.
It's one of the most technical and most fascinating parts of the book.
We'll see you in Episode 3.